Good morning, everybody. Feeling a little bit Ebenezer Scrooge. Good morning. Happy 21st of February 2024 from Viva Las Vegas. And I hope that your day is off to a good start. Let me get a sip of me coffee here at 7:45 a.m. I see blue sky to the south, so that is a good thing today. That is horrific, man. I got people yelling at me because you can't, yeah, okay, right. You brought the, okay, all right, yeah, we get it. How many times you want to say it? 500. But what if you get a comment that's like, oh, man, Rosie, you've been going down to Vegas forever, right? And, you've seen it all. I mean, I've not been here as long as Mr. Z has since 1980 or something like that, 44 years. But I've been coming down here a very, very, very long time. And somebody said, what do you think about the greed factor in Las Vegas now? And I'm kind of torn two ways. I'm kind of torn two ways about that. On the one hand, I think to myself, well, it's I don't know, man. I guess there's always still something for everybody. As you guys know, I'm pretty much of a low ender, so I'm not the kind of person that's going to be ensconced in the Bellagio or set up in Wynn or up in Crockford or whatever over in the resorts world, right? I mean, I go in, when I book a trip, I find what you go sort by cheapest, lowest to highest, and there we go. I do put myself a little bit above the hostel range now because I think I've earned my way out of that. Even though I had the time of my life, and I would highly recommend trying hosteling one time. Most people that go to hostels are used to the hostel game, and they're cool. They're not there to bring down anybody's game or anything. They're there just to have a cheap place to stay and do their thing. So it works out pretty good. I remember the legendary Whoa Man. We're standing out there in 110 degree heat, lined up to start registering for the night, and somebody got a little aggressive in the line, and the guy's like drops his pen at the desk. Whoa, and proceeds to give a 15-minute lecture while everybody's roasting, looking at the board behind him, the 15 rules and karma of hostel life. Our eyes are just standing in line roasting, right? You can't say anything. Good old Whoa Man. But I still think what I've really noticed, it's not so much that the hotel rates are always going to vary. I remember when times were low during the pandemic, it was, this place was like $12 a night or something. You could find stuff for $15 a night. It wasn't real difficult. But it's really the things like parking, resort fees keep going up. They found like 100 different ways to gouge you, and just the cost of food and the low number of deals that you get down here, and how the big thing is how tight the gambling is now, and how these, when they take that blackjack from 3-2 and make it to 65, they're killing the odds again. They're crushing the player in that type of thing. But it just shows the mind is there to grab the money. That's why I tell people slot machines down here are probably a losing proposition now, because the casinos have seen that having the tightest hold that they can possibly have, in other words, as much money for the casino as legally allowed to hold with a bet, they're going to take it now because they see it just doesn't affect people. Just are insensitive. It's an inelastic thing, right? I mean, it's just people aren't going to care, right? They just put the money in the machine and wail away on it. Just it doesn't matter anymore. Society's not thinking about things. They're not, I don't want to say it's not intelligent enough to understand odds and stuff like that, but you got eyes. You can look around the casino and you see nobody's winning anything, okay? You'll say, "Oh yeah, but I saw it in the paper." Yeah, they'll always make sure to publicize in the Las Vegas Review Journal. Yeah. Manny from Lahaina in Hawaii won a super jackpot with the yeah. Okay, right. Lightning strikes once in a while, but for the average slob, right? Forget about it. So I think the greed is definitely here. I'd like to think that the greed is peaked because there's only so much free float money available. And I know people whip out their credit cards and things like that and just take a flyer down here. But I kind of can sense by talking to people that work down here that we're kind of maybe just pushing up against the red line here. So if things do roll back and interest rates do continue to climb, in my view, there's a lot of these charges and things that will be reversed, like parking. Somebody, oh, we're happy, the MGM's pleased to bring back free parking for its patrons, and then they start to fall like dominoes. And what one does, they generally all do. And it's a resort fee free month, you can see, because let's face it, in the last 5 years with some of the building that's gone on here, the Fontainebleau, Resorts World, and a couple other these Circa and other places, these people need the Mazuma flow to come through there to keep afloat. And if that gets pinched to any extent, which we have not seen since perhaps I don't know, years and years economically ago. Well, it's going to be like the housing crash of 2008 or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see how things go here. But remember, at the end of the day, a property and a restaurant can only put the charge there if they think people will pay it. If people don't pay it, then of course they begin to adjust prices and come back to reality. So who knows? In my opinion, as long as people are just taking their money, plucking it down, there's no reason to think about the price sensitivity. Just is not there. I guess it's elastic demand. It's strong across all price points. It just doesn't matter, man. All right. Well, that's it. That's today's lecture. The homework assignment is go to enjoy your day. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. I think we're meeting Johnson & Johnson brothers. No, Justin and James. Tonight down in the Arts District for dinner, so that should be pretty fun. I'm recording video and then it'll be put up later in the trip, so don't worry about it. You're not going to miss anything, okay? But my days are pretty boring. Okay, so check you guys later. Thumbs up are appreciated. Please hit that bell for all notifications and enjoy the rest of your day.